I'd like to see Iran thrive. And they can do that, I think, very easily, or they can do it the other way, and the other way is not going to be good for them. It's going to be really bad for them.
Now, the Iran situation is interesting because, according to New York Times reporting, Trump waved off Israeli strike after divisions emerged in his administration. Israel developed plans for attacking Iranian nuclear facilities that would have required U.S. assistance, but some admin officials had doubt. Now, I don't know if this is a process from the New York Times, which is the State Department's favorite newspaper, that seeks to normalize and maybe even sane wash the Trump administration, but I have no reason to assume that this is fake news, okay? But seemingly Israel had planned to strike Iranian nuclear sites. I definitely believe that. As soon as next month, but was waved off by President Trump in recent weeks in favor of negotiating a deal with Tehran to limit its nuclear program. The very fact that you are hearing about this implies that the administration wanted this to be reported on, okay? I'm just gonna mention that real quick. So that should guide you on trying to make an assessment on what the admin is trying to do here. You would not hear about this if the admin didn't want it to be reported. But I thought Israel was a foreign nation that is totally separate from America. I thought we had no way of stopping them. Weird. In favor of negotiating a deal with Tehran to limit its nuclear program, according to administration officials and others briefed on discussions. Mr. Trump made his decision after months of internal debate over whether to pursue diplomacy or support Israel in seeking to set back Iran's ability to build a bomb at a time when Iran has been weakened militarily and economically. The debate highlighted fault lines between historically hawkish American cabinet officials and other aides more skeptical that a military assault on Iran could destroy the country's nuclear ambitions and avoid a larger war. It resulted in a rough consensus for now against military action, with Iran signaling a willingness to negotiate. The irony, of course, is that Iran would just directly light every oil refinery in its reach, and there's plenty of them, most of them in the region are within its reach, on fire. That's what they've said. If you come after the Iranian energy program, the Iranian government has made it clear. We will go after every single oil refinery in the region. We will destroy the global economy. This is something that nobody wants. This is the real, alongside the Trump administration's ambitions towards nuking global markets in general and global trade in general, would destroy the entire planet. Israeli officials have recently developed plans to attack Iranian nuclear sites in May. They were prepared to carry them out, and at times were optimistic that the United States would sign off. Just fucking insane, okay? You might as well go with the Samson option at this point. You know what I mean? This is literally just the Samson option on steroids. That's what this is. This is just a way to go, hey, you know what, dude? Let's go. Let's just ruin this whole thing for the Greater Israel Project, I guess. The goal of the proposals, according to the officials briefed on them, was to set back Tehran's ability to develop a nuclear weapon by a year or more. Almost all the plans would have required U.S. help, not just to defend Israel from Iranian retaliation, but also to ensure that an Israeli attack was successful, making the United States a central part of the attack itself. What is the Samson option? The Samson option is a Israeli military doctrine of deterrence. Here is the Wikipedia page for it. Is Israel's deterrent strategy of massive retaliation with nuclear weapons as a last resort against a country whose military has invaded and or destroyed much of Israel. Commentators have also employed the term to refer to situations where non-nuclear, non-Israeli actors have threatened conventional weapons retaliation. The name is a reference to biblical Israelite judge Samson, who pushed apart the pillars of Philistine temple, bringing down the roof and killing himself and thousands of Philistines who had captured him. When the Lehi military group were discussing ways to assassinate General Evelyn Barker, the British Army commander in Mandatory Palestine, a young woman volunteered to do the assassination as a suicide bombing. She said, "Let my soul die with the Philistines," as a reference to the Samson story in the Hebrew Bible. Other members of the group rejected her offer. Of course, there is nuclear ambiguity that must be mentioned here. Israel has, from what I recall, never admitted to having nukes, even though, remember when a State Department official actually leaked America's surveillance on Israel when they were monitoring Israeli retaliation efforts against Iran? And they openly, the American government officially recognizes that, of course, Israel has nukes. Everybody knows Israel has nukes, and Israel operates like they have nukes. They have nukes. It's not official technically that they have nukes, but they do. Everybody knows that they have nukes. The Samson option in of itself is, a part of that process to say that, like, if we feel threatened, we will nuke the planet. That's what it is. No, everyone knows Israel has multiple nukes, okay? Israel has already deployed one nuke, the content nuke. I wish, first of all, I wish their nukes were duds like the content nuke. Okay? I wish. That would be awesome. Okay, that would be fantastic. Unfortunately, that is not the case. I think they have very real nukes, not the fake kind.